Let's see. Exploration. And then while I'm fishing this out, everybody should be getting rid of their hero cards and hero points from last week, scratching those noggins, waking them up, trying to remember what the hell happened last week. I think a lot of things were discussed. A lot of new quests opened up. Talk about NPCs, knowledge of the world, map locations, and more. It was a lot of stuff. The question is, your character must provide 3 adjectives to describe 2 other randomly determined PCs. What are they? That's tough. Actually, that's an advanced icebreaker. Actually, don't do this as an icebreaker because I feel like you have to know the person to provide 3 adjectives about them. Otherwise, you're profiling them. So, yeah, don't use that for an icebreaker. All right. Anybody want to give me a recap of what happened 2 weeks ago? Anybody? Anybody know? Got a mighty 4 from the Ritz. We've got a stable 7 from Gold Leaf. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Gold Leaf. What happened 2 weeks ago on this fine campaign?
2 weeks ago was a lot of organization. But for the most part, we've arrived at the Stone Ranch. Having left the tether fields, hunted out a big ass eel, went through its butt to try and grab treasure. Went through its mouth, stuff coming out of its butt when we rinsed it out, grabbed all its treasures, grabbed its corpse, brought it to the Stone Ranch to see if we could get some materials or trade or something from them, while also doing some additional business with the proprietress. When we were let onto shore, we saw this nice, rich, Jurassic Park-esque land, where they were doing all of their cowboying business. Though we didn't get an immediate meeting with the proprietress, but we were able to convince her away to at least get the grand tour for the meantime. when we were passing by some of the livestock, we realized that some of them had been afflicted with a disease curse. It's somewhat similar to the stone rot that the gargoyles have been experiencing from Terranathus, but maybe
Mhm.
some type of variance that is to the plane of air. Uh, so we have some ideas that we could assist them with that if they're willing. Um, I believe we gave them one of the goop or ooze or whatever that we had taken from the Hydroforge. So they could use that to maybe find a cure for their version. And then a little bit longer, we eventually came across Ceranthus, the Stone Shepherd, proprietress of the Stone Ranch. Um, she had heard about us. She keeps abreast of the news in the Plane of Air. Uh, and we've been doing quite a few things, slowly making a name for ourselves. Um, so we started having talks and negotiations of how we could help each other. Uh, she seems to think that this cursed disease, etc., is maybe a manufactured uh, item of sorts that came from uh, shit, name, town.
Dumpy Graders.
Yeah, Dawnbeak Raiders, but also by proxy, uh, fucking
Or
hell, the
as
name?
proxy.
Armun
Armun
Kalara.
Armon
Kalara.
Kalar, thank you.
Mhm.
Since she was approached by the genies of Armon Kalar, and she turned them down, they wanted her to essentially swear fealty to serve them. Uh, she denied them. I don't think she killed them. I don't remember if that was a point or not. But afterwards, her livestock started to get sick, so she's thinking that this was retaliation from Amun Kalar for that. Um, so we've agreed to assist her since we have our own dealings with the Dominic Rayers and Amun Kalar. Um, though, from how it's been stated to us, it seems like we need to put this on priority. We had some other tasks that we were going to do. Send Skelebroseph over to the Glade, the Fake Glade, so he can help with their issue. She's willing to do that for us, but she wants us to be on this task ASAP. So we've agreed, and I guess now we are kind of here and going to start some type of investigation to see what we can do to help her with this problem.
Okay. Yeah, that's good stuff. Go ahead and take your third hero point. Everybody should discard their cards from last week, draw new ones. Make sure you got 2 hero points. If anybody wants to answer this Faxpiration double dare physical challenge, go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. I say because we got to roll dice and then determine who you have to give the adjectives about. And it's very, it feels very mini game.
Fucking speaking of minigame, that is all that the
Final Fantasy
Fantasy
VII
VII
Remake is absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, probably. But no, the Wardens of Wildwood book
Uh-huh.
adventure, like the first entire like chapter is just have your players play a fuck ton of minigames back to back.
I mean, that was the beginning of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and it definitely set expectations that I don't think we maintained or met for the rest of the campaign. Because it was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those campaigns with mini games, like we're fucking racing snails. I'm sure this will come up later on. It didn't. But that's okay. Let's see. All right, Songbo. Let's randomly determine who you will be speaking about. Isaac is still a player in my heart. even though he chose his mental and physical health over my campaign. It's fine.
What a loser.
Lucky bastard.
It's alright. Damn, bro. Sorry. Let's see. One,
You
two,
like
three, four,
that.
five.
I wish I could look out for myself.
Oh. I've been looking out for myself since February. It's okay.
Isaac.
I wouldn't really recommend it. Like, it just makes you live longer. Just like, who wants that? Alright. So, Isaac and Cloud, who...
Now,
Alright.
these 3 adjectives have to apply to both of them, or is it 3 adjectives for Isaac, 3 adjectives for Cloud?
This is a guy that plays a lot of board games. As poorly worded, it certainly sounds like the 3 adjectives must describe 2 other randomly determined PCs. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you only get to say 3 words, and they have to apply to both. Way to make it harder for yourself.
Okay.
I say as I prepare to answer with Violet.
Boy, friend,
Fuck.
and
I'm defeated.
oh man, what's my third one? Let me see. From Songba's perspective, dependable.
Dependable? Okay, I thought you were gonna say taller.
Yeah. Oh.
As literal as you could get. Alive. Okay. Alright, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. More than I was bargaining for sure. I'll get you that D3. And then you can ask any NPC, or willing PC, in game. Same question.
Well, I would have asked Isaac, but
Mm-hmm.
since he's a player, but he can't be willing because he's not here, so I guess we'll just have to go with Violet.
Oof. I have a medical consent form from him. Does that count? So no. All right. Let's see. So
We
Jade,
asked Isaac. He asked Violet.
fucking A.
Just circles back
And-
around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So Jade and Loritz. All right. Let's see. Jade. Loritz. Okay. And then Violet. 3 adjectives that she thinks describe Jade and Loritz. Okay. Gullible. Be the first one.
Are these to describe us both at the same time?
Yes, to describe you both at the same time.
Aww.
Soft-hearted. I don't know, with a hyphen. I think that becomes one word, right?
Yeah,
Soft-hearted.
Yeah, grammatically it counts as one.
Okay. And then fuckable, because I mean she's a succubus.
Hey.
She's a succubus at the end of the day. She was gonna say delicious, but she has no interest in eating Loritz because he is deceased. So, and in Pathfinder, succubi are not immune to disease, which really
Ooh, that's rough.
you would think they would want to be immune to disease. All right, nice. I will add the 40th Faxpiration point to Violet. When she meets Chicane, she's gonna add all that to her first attack against him.
Specifically a punch, I believe.
Sounds like there needs to be a succubus paladin so it gets the immunity from disease.
I mean, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right, so Loritz, you lose your Faxbow. Isaac is gonna lose his Faxbow, and then Cloud, who, nope, you don't get one. Songbow, there we go. All right, and we're holding on to our last card here. I'm gonna be honest. The Faxbow's kind of dried up here, especially since I'm not streaming prep right now. So I'd probably hold on to this, and/or be really nice to my wife because I think she's still sitting on like, I don't know, 80,000, 120,000. I don't know, a lot of.
Oh, and she's saving it for. That's clever. We're all gonna have to suck up to her so much.
Yeah. I mean We'll get channel points again. We're gonna get channel points again. School can't last forever. Cries quietly into the microphone. It's not a mistake. It's good. I am no regrets. It's been great. I fucking love education stuff. Yep. Anyways,
The M stuff is very convincing.
thanks. We'll hold on to that point. That's what it sounds like. We're not gonna draw a card yet.
Maybe once
Right?
we actually get to the city.
I mean, I think you guys have proven anywhere could be deadly with the wrong decisions and the right attitude. All right, then we will begin. Let me go grab our space cowboy music. Let's see, which is a genre. Space cowboy music. It's actually a very nice genre. Didn't realize I was going to be such a fan.
And there used to be an '80s cartoon, the Space Cowboys.
I
Or
mean,
that whole Silverhawk universe.
oh gosh, you're going way back. Yeah, I mean, it is a genre. Like sci-fi western is a genre, for sure. Let's see. I feel like Cowboy Bebop was not enough. Trigun was though. Trigun was definitely sci-fi cowboy.
Yeah, Bebop was closer to like cowboy noir sci-fi.
Yeah, it was noir for sure. All right. And how about that live action? Anyways, all right. So, yeah, you guys have left Zaranthus to begin exploring the ranch. She's given you guys all like deputy badges. So you have these little deputy badges. Currently you don't have your B team. Do you want to ask her if it would be okay to go get your B team, or are you kind of happy? Wait, you do have your B team with you. Never mind. All right. Yeah, you got your B team with you.
Yeah. We're just not. We don't have ready access to the ship, so we can't swap them out.
She doesn't give your B team members deputy badges. Just the 6 of you.
So Isaac was actually part of the B team. I feel like.
I know. She didn't realize that, and then she felt like it would be rude to take it back afterwards. So you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you guys got to keep your B team members in check. So what it comes down to. So I think you guys had said you were going to split into teams. One team was going to look for clues about the gosh, what's happening? The
Plague.
Yeah. One team was going to go check out the actual behemoths and see why they sick. And then one team was going to go and start exploring, looking for clues, asking questions like Columbo, the greatest detective of all time. Or Columbo.
I should probably be on the investigation
team,
rather than the questioning team.
All right, so we got medical team and we got Columbicles team. So which Longbow, you're on medical team. Goldleaf.
Yeah.
You got just one more question, which is cigar to other eye hole.
Dude, be on the fucking ask questions team. Why are you debating?
I'm trained in nature, motherfucker. But fine.
Okay.
I'll be on the questions team.
Okay. All right. Isaac wants to be on the medical team. All right. Cloud Hoof. You want to be on?
Someone's got to watch those guys, though.
You want the worst chef in the world? I mean, do you want to be the third member of the medical team, or do you want to be on the ask questions team?
We can use nature and survival.
Their normal babysitter is available. He's taking his medicine for the day, so man.
Whichever of you that's it, nature and survival should probably be the one that comes with us.
All right, I got the 11 in survival.
I don't have any.
Well, yeah.
And 11 in nature.
When you're dealing with the aminal, you are going to want medicine and nature. Those are going to be the top skills. But if it is magical in nature, You are going to want the magic skills, which nature is a magic skill, but you are going to want maybe occultism, arcana. Having an alchemist there is good. You know what I'm saying? In case it's like just poisoned or manufactured. It is definitely going to be a skill-heavy situation. Asking questions is literally just diplomacy. You're just going around doing gather information checks.
Yeah, I don't have diplomacy, so I'll up at the medical.
All right. So
I'm
Jade,
so disappointed.
you're going to be on detective squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. You know, rewatching all of Columbo, all of them, and the movies is on my bucket list. So it's one of the such a good show. All right,
Oh.
and then let's see, Puck of the Silver Wind. He doesn't really want to. He doesn't really want to deal with sick animals. This one's kind of boring. So he's gonna go with you guys. All right, Mistral would like to go with her husband. Check out the animals. Galabrosif would like to go and investigate. Gravel is going to go with his best friend. Doc Lob Stone Chewer. He's not sure what to do. He was really hoping to, learn about stone and shit. I guess he'll just go with you guys to fact check. He'll be like a fact checker. All right, that seems like pretty solid. All right.
All right, a little side tangent, but I posted the Thebes song to the cartoon show I was thinking of
Oh, nice.
in general chat.
It's amazing what we remember and what we forget. Okay. Let's see. But do you have any good veterinarian music? Veterinarian music. Lo-fi veterinarian tunes to operate on animals too. 10 hours extended. Yeah, it says 9 hours for pets, music in room, animal hospital, healing music that makes cat feel calm. No, wait, last time we did meditation music, they fucking yanked the whole episode. Nah, I'm not falling for that trick. Not falling for that. We'll just have to get by with our Western music. It's a Western veterinarian. I've never had a song go after us as hard as like this one yoga meditation mix we put on to simulate being in heaven for Stolen Fate. We lost so much audio from that episode. It was crazy. Anyways. Let's see. Okay. But we do have tank.
You know what they say? What do you call an Amish guy with his hand halfway up a horse's butt? A mechanic.
Puppeteer? Oh, nice. Unless he's helping with the birth, then he's like a car manufacturer, right? So
I suppose so. Yeah.
all right. What do you guys want to do first? You want to do veterinarian investigation, medical drama, or do you want to do ye old Stone Ranch cowpoke shakedown detective work?
Let's let the captain go first.
Right. Cap and Jade, you're leading this investigation. How do you want to delegate the roles? You have three active people. Well, technically Puck. So you have 4 active people here. 2 could be asking questions and 2 could be supporting, or you could have all 4 be asking questions. Keep in mind, just like recall knowledge, these are secret checks, so you don't know if you're getting accurate information or not. So you do kind of want to have people that know what they're doing asking these questions. You there, Captain? Hello? Am I disconnected?
No, you're
I'm
good.
not hearing.
Okay. All right, backup Captain Goldleaf. How do you want to delegate the tasks?
I think it'd be best if I supported in seeing the truth in the people's words.
Okay.
All right.
In that
works.
case, we'll have Captain Jade and Goldleaf will make the gather information checks. These are secret diplomacy checks.
If you want to roll for me, my foundry is acting all kinds of weird right now.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay. Let's see. I will roll for you. And then we're going to add rolls to it. Lawrence, are you supporting Goldleaf or the captain? And how are you supporting them?
Lawrence would definitely be supporting the captain because he feels like he's protecting her, like making sure as she questions people that no one gets to jump on her, and he's using his perception to basically what's the term? Sense motive.
Okay. Puck is going to do the same thing. He has his invisible detective hat on.
This is a open perception roll.
Yeah,
right?
this is an open perception roll. Yep. All right, so Jade's going to be using a +1 circumstance bonus. No, wait. Jade's going to be using a +2 circumstance bonus. And then Goldleaf, you get a +1 circumstance bonus. All right, I'm clicking that little button in chat, and we're going to add that circumstance bonus. Let's see. Hot dog. Holy shit, you guys. Okay.
I spent a hero point for advantage.
Oh, you did spend one, or you're spending one now to roll again? Oh,
I
okay,
spent one.
okay. I see it there. Yes. Thank you for your full disclosure. Oh, everybody, didn't you guys level up last session too? Like for
Did you
arriving at the Stone Ranch? Didn't we say you guys were leveling
Should be
up?
level 7 now.
Yeah, everybody should be level 7. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, Goldleaf, you feel so confident that you definitely for sure critically succeeded at this that you can ask any 2 questions about the case. Jade, you feel pretty confident that you didn't critically fail, and I'm going to lie to you. You can ask 1 question about the case.
Captain. First.
The case being Zaranthus suspects that under the directions or under the orders of Armun Kalara, agents have been deployed to sabotage her operation, and that the Dombeek Raiders may also be involved. Honestly, that's pretty bold claims. It's pretty bold claims.
Have there been any, I guess besides us, any other stranger arrivals in the past? How long did we determine this was happening? This was like a couple weeks ago when this first started coming up?
For you guys, it would be the perceived passage of a few weeks, yeah. Like, okay. Yeah, 10-ish days.
Okay. So yeah, has there been any strange other people who have come to the island in the past 10 days? Who were they?
Yes. Envoy Surveyor Malrek. Javine. He is an he is from Armun Kalara, and he is actually still here.
Oh.
She can't get rid of him because he is here as an emissary of peace and trade, but he keeps like delaying the trade talks and peace talks so that he could stay here as long as possible. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
And he is a Jathum as well. So he spends most of his time invisible. He is staying in one of the, if not the fanciest guest house, the Great View of the clouds. And he's just eating up all their food, drinking all their drink. Kind of just being a pain in the ass. But also, he hasn't done anything wrong. And you know, they've posted people that can keep an eye on him. You know what I'm saying? Like that have like lenses of seeing or just the ability to kind of detect invisible creatures. And allegedly, he hasn't left the guest house. But anytime they try to schedule a meeting with him about why he's here, he's always got excuses. Bureaucratic language brings up like some peace treaty and trade treaty that was signed by Zoranthus when she was first starting out, and that gives them permission to send an envoy surveyor at any time. Blah blah. It's just a legal mess.
I feel like this is a tangential question, not a completely separate one. But you said that there have people keeping eyes on him. He is an emissary, so did he come with a security detail?
That is a great question. He did, and when he was turned away at the gate, he agreed to send all of his retinue back home, but claimed he could not leave until he had met with Zoranthus to discuss the state of their trade and peace agreements on threat of death from the Sultan on his return.
Okay.
But as a quote-unquote show of good faith, he agreed to, send everyone else home.
I'll let Captain go next.
Captain, you got one question.
We're still trying to get Foundry to work. It's all
shit. Okay. I mean, when in doubt, try incognito window or in private window. Sometimes like a browser will update and there'll be something in the update that suddenly Foundry's not happy with. You'll lose all your cookies and your 3D dice and stuff like that, but usually it's enough to like have Foundry calm down and work.
Then I'll throw out my second one. This individual seems relatively famous enough. Is there... Actually, no. Would this be a separate thing for a recall knowledge on this person now that I know they are?
Yeah, you could do a recall knowledge once it comes up that they are a person of interest in this case.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're busting out a recall knowledge on this guy. You have not heard of him or his house, Jivin. So you're not sure if he's even legit or what. You do feel like an envoy surveyor is like a... It kind of sounds like legally he's allowed to go to other countries, nations, and organizations and look at their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
in modern day terms, he'd be like a Doge officer. Like, nobody likes him. Why is he here? Who gave him permission to do this? I should have read my contracts carefully, or more carefully, kind of thing.
Okay. I'm not really sure who this person is. I'm trying to think of my second one.
All right, I'm gonna try deleting the chat. Is anybody else having any Foundry issues or no?
It was a little slow to load in today, but it's working.
Okay.
It's just me. I'm special today.
Aw. Have you tried a different, like a incognito browser?
Nathan's working on all the things that he can. I
Okay.
don't know. Like the first time it loaded in, it put me on the Port Eclipse map, and then it kept saying calibrating, and then it wasn't doing anything. Then I couldn't load anything, and he's over there trying to get something to work. And then he said to restart my computer a couple times, which keeps kicking me off of Discord. So
Oh, so that's why you're disconnected. Okay. Are you? Okay. Do you want to pass your question to the rest of the team?
yeah, sure. While we
Okay.
figure this out, my one thing that I would have asked, I'm not sure if it's been answered already, is like, is it affecting all of the animals or only like specific breeds of the animals?
Okay, great question. So far, the illness has been isolated cases. It hasn't really been impacting one specific breed, but it does seem like it's been introduced into several different species. It does seem that the areas the areas that have been affected are the areas that are more remote. There are some individuals who you kind of are told would have access to the animals that have been affected. Those individuals are Illyra Sunmote. Let's see. Brindle Quay. Rusk Vanehook. And Valera a coil hand. So Valera coil hand is the ranch's forewoman. She is a hobgoblin. And she is no nonsense, and a lot of people consider her like second in command. It's unlikely that she would ever do anything to betray Xeranthus, but also, like, you know, sometimes it's second in command that wants to take over the whole place, or they're just tired of living in the shadow of the leader. Rusk Vanehook is a Tengu foreman. He is a former Dawnbeak raider, and that is why he is a person of interest and suspicion. He's also loud and rude. He works down at the docks, but he has mastered the ability to fly. That would give him the mobility to access anywhere on the island, possibly unseen. And he has a criminal past. So that's why he's a suspect. Brindle K, he is the accountant for the Stone Ranch. He is an old halfling. And the reason everybody suspects him is, I mean, people who work with money, they're greedy. That's basically what you're hearing from the ranch hands. He thinks he's better than everybody else. He always wears suits, and he puts his pinky out when he drinks tea.
His hand.
Mhm. Also, he strongly advised Zaranthus first to take a deal with Terranathus, and then publicly admonished her for her stubborn foolishness, which she sent them away. And then again told her to take the deal with Armum Kalara, and again publicly admonished her for not taking the deal. Which took a lot of guts. But he does good work, and he's made Zaranthus wildly successful and rich. This is one of the first times that, first 2 times that she has not agreed with his financial advice. She did dress him down after his public admonishments. And people worried that maybe like, that was it. Maybe he snapped. And then obviously Envoy Malric Javin is a suspect because he's literally from Armum Kalara and he's being shady as fuck. And then Illyra Sunmote. She is she is an Avariel, which is a flying elf, and that's not why she's a suspect though. She yeah, so her job is morale officer. So basically, she flies around the island, just kind of keeping everybody's spirits up. She basically spies on everybody for Zaranthus. She's Zaranthus' spy. Like that person from HR that's like everybody's friend, but also, they make an inappropriate joke, but then you make an appropriate joke and you get written up 3 days later, and that kind of thing. So she's very likable, but also people hate the fact that they trust her because she definitely tattletales on people, and so she could fly, and she's sneaky, so that's why people think she might be a suspect.
I can think of another question, but I'll kind of piggyback on that information. What's the overall tenure for these people? Anyone who's like joined up with the crew relatively recently, or?
Oh, that's a great question. So that the one guy, he's just here recently.
Mm-hmm.
But the others have been around for a while. They're all long tenured employees. Which, you would think it might be somebody new, but people are like, we would have caught them if they were new. We already caught them. You think we're sloppy? Think we can't do our jobs?
Just covering all the bases. Okay. Well, Goleaf's thoughts are the ambassador, the halfling, and the second in command are probably the top 3 to look closer into.
It's good against halflings, man.
It's more like what he's got against accountants.
Well, that one I understand. I mean,
All right. So that represents 2 hours of investigating and asking questions. While that's happening, we need to talk about what's happening with the dinosaur situation, I guess. So we're gonna head over there real quick. Let's see. Right. This there. Go. All right. So the dinosaur that you are asked to look at is it is a behemoth. It is a young behemoth. So it's only like the size of a school bus. It is a Skyteratops. I don't know if you guys have heard of Skyteratops before.
oh, he's
Specifically,
beautiful.
it's an air elemental triceratops essentially. Has cloud walking, and it has ice abilities. So,
I want one.
well, I got good news for you. Since you are apparently going in for Stone Ranch faction, you could definitely it's definitely something to look into. All right. With this creature, your goals here are to heal it, but also, well, maybe not. The goals here are to heal it and to figure out just what the hell's going on here. But the ultimate goal, I would say, is probably to figure out what's going on here. So if you want to take like the dark renegade route and like let it die so you can like do an autopsy or whatever, I guess like, that's an option. But if you're trying to do both, they would prefer it didn't die. So how would you like to proceed? The recommended skills for this are nature and medicine to get started, but you can also eventually leverage other things in there depending on what you find in the preliminaries. So there's technically 2 of you, but we can count Isaac as a PC for this challenge if you would like, as part of his strange B team status.
Can you give me access to his character sheet?
Oh, whoa! He might have secrets on it, but all right, hold on.
I guess I can just look at the party sheet, actually.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be fine. There we go. He's still only level 6 though. Let's see. Here, I'll level him up to level 7 real quick. This is the whole thing when you're a alchemist. All right. Wow, it's intelligence +5. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, I think he's bringing to the table a +13 medicine. And only a +9 nature. Cloudhoof, you might be the highest in nature.
Yeah, I think so.
I have plus
Okay.
11.
All right, so Songbow, who are you going to assist? You gonna assist Cloudhoof or Isaac with the roll?
I will assist Cloudhoof because he's got the 11 and Isaac's got the 14 or whatever it is. 13.
Okay.
Let me see. I will assist Cloudhoof's nature with the crafting check.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
hell yeah.
All right. This is Trauma Center, New Blood. Okay. All right. So that is a critical success. You're a master now, so that's +3, I think.
Yeah, I'm a badass.
Okay. So Cloud, if you have a +3 to your nature check, as Songbo hands you all the right examination tools, because they're so good at crafting, or becomes all the right. Turns into a giant thermometer, goes up the Triceratops' butt, takes his temperature, consensually. Wow. Okay, so 36. Goddamn. Okay.
That's with the +3. I put the cumulative bonus already on.
Oh, you
there.
put the +3. Okay, so 33. Yeah, you know what's going on. It has in fact been poisoned. It is likely it was poisoned with food. The best way to know for sure would be to go through its poop, just like in Jurassic Park. The second best way to do it would be to kill it and then dissect it or whatever. But going through its poop, if it's pooped recently, would be the best thing, or waiting for it to poop and getting it fresh. Inducing vomiting would not be good, because the violent stomach upset could ruin the sample.
Gotcha. Okay.
Another method would be to have it swallow Songbo. Songbo could worm his way down into the bowels, maybe grab a few fistfuls of poop, and then get regurgitated back up. So, or he could turn himself into a suppository or something. He could get up in there. I don't know. But basically, you want a poop sample, for sure. Wouldn't hurt to get a blood sample from the creature. If you had that, then you would definitely be able to bring into play, crafting, alchemical lore, medicine, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's perfect. With my 37 crafting check, I will have turned myself into a syringe.
Okay, all right. That's horrifying, but yeah, I'm into it. Are we not all syringe when we drink a milkshake? Just saying. All right, let's see. I'll go ahead and roll this. It's very strange. My Foundry does not need updates, nor does it receive any updates. But I have noticed that some of the mods, have been acting kind of wonky. And, I don't know how that could have happened if the world is frozen in place. I haven't really had time to look into it. Let's see.
It could be the option if it's an existing bug.
It could just be something that got turned on by some setting or combination of settings that I didn't realize. Alright. He's going to make that medicine check. Okay. Let's see. With a heavy sigh, Isaac says, I'm not a veterinarian. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think Cloudhoof's right. It's probably poison. We'll need samples. Lots of samples. Okay. So how best to get these samples? Do you just wait for the poop, or are you gonna try to use Songbo the syringe to get that blood, bro?
Why don't we try strong with a syringe, try to get a sample.
All right. Since you critically succeeded on the previous check, and Songbo turning into a syringe is pretty awesome, we'll just say that you were able to get the blood sample. The ranch hands hear what you're trying to do, and they they are willing to take you to what they think is this animal's last poop. Or you could, but you don't know for sure. They don't know for sure. Or you could just wait for it to poop.
Well, you probably need to look for its last poop.
I could turn myself into a siphon, and then you could just suck, like we could just stick it up there, and then you could suck on one end until it comes out.
Ew. No.
That
I
is
don't
a
think I
thing
did that.
that could happen.
Nope.
While you guys are working on this, a fierce hobgoblin of the not football head variety, because I'm sorry, Paizo, I just can't go on that journey with you. I can't have football head hobgoblins. I can't do it. Get those hey Arnold hobgoblins away from me. All right. So a fierce looking hobgoblin woman approaches, and she says, what are you doing? Huh? What is this that I'm seeing?
Which part?
You're taking blood, you're messing with this behemoth. You're acting like you own the place. Who exactly are you?
Songbow.
She sees the gleam of your deputy badges, and her eyes narrow. Okay, she says, Songbow. You're one of those Tanukis from Terranatus, then?
Yes.
Hold on. I'm going to have her do a recall knowledge check on you. She says, oh, I have seen your wanted posters. You are a bad boy.
I mean, I don't think so. Most of that stuff is wildly exaggerated, sort of, in some ways, a little.
She smiles at you and she says, really? Which parts?
I don't remember what it says. Let's see. Okay, treason. I mean, treason is really just anything that's declared as treason by the ruler of a particular area, right? So, I mean, I guess that one's probably true. Murder, I mean, they attacked us first, but I did kill them, so I guess that's probably true. Kidnapping, I was gonna say no, but we did sort of steal that old man. Grand Theft Airship, that one was false when they put that poster up, but it's true now. Construction of forbidden technology, that one's true. Impersonating crowbar, that one's true. Impersonating hammer, that one's true. Extremely handsome but short man. Human child. Oh, this is more of the things that I'm impersonating. Okay, never mind. This is just all true. I'm not a prince, though. That part's a lie, which is ironic.
Interesting.
Since it's the Prince of Lies.
So you're a pirate. Just like that scoundrel, Rusk Vanehook. And she hawks a thick wad into the grass nearby.
Rusk Vanehook?
Yes.
I don't
Rusk,
think I... Can I roll a fame check?
Yeah, you can roll recall knowledge. Okay. I mean, you don't know the name. You've never heard of him. Must not be famous. She says he is a former Dawnbeak raider. He came here claiming that life was behind him and asked for a job. He works hard, but I'll never trust a former pirate, because there is no such thing. Once a pirate, always a pirate.
Well, don't go spreading this around because some of the people we've recruited really want to be pirates, but I don't know if I'd really consider us pirates. We haven't really done any pirating, really? I don't know.
Yes, it seems you're doing veterinarian work.
Definition of piracy.
And you must be the beef bastard. She points at you, Cloudhoof.
That's not a very nice name.
Isn't that what they called you? On your wanted posters? Pirate?
Huh, it might be. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest.
So, will you please explain to me why there are pirates wearing deputy badges and harassing our sick animals? We have enough maladies and setbacks on these islands without having to deal with pirates on top of everything else.
Well, this poor beast's been poisoned. He been sent to investigate why the animals are getting sick.
Poisoned? Is a disease, is it not?
Not this one. These have ingested some sort of poison. Doesn't match up with some of the markings seen on the others.
I have looked at them myself. Prove it to me. Show me. I want to see. All right, so you do have the blood, Songboat, because you squirted it into the infinite vials that alchemists can provide. Isaac said he's going to need several hours to do blood stuff to the blood.
I'm going to show like the respiratory cough, the red around the eyes.
Mhm.
And none of this has actually to do with like a stone wheezing or any kind of calcification like the others.
Okay. She leans in. She says, "Do you really think the poison could infect the creature in such a way that it starts to turn to stone from the inside?"
Given enough of it over time. I mean, we've seen similar things used for gargoyles to try to help them regain some of their rockiness from
Does
illness
it make
they've been
any
suffering.
sense? The different creatures that have been affected, they don't even eat the same types of food.
Well, somebody's slipping it to them. That's the only thing we could think of.
Like this creature here, the Skyceratops, it's only able to eat hailstones. How would you poison hailstones?
Quick coating of them before you feed it to them. Simple enough.
Then you're telling me anyone who's been feeding the sick animals, I will need to
I
round
would
them
look
up.
at your schedule and see who's if the same person has been feeding the animals and then they start showing signs. If
The problem
one person
is
has been
these-
feeding all the same.
These outbreaks have been happening in different locations. That would mean different teams of ranchers.
Well, is there a place where you store the food? Could it be contaminated there?
Some of the animals graze. Others require special foods to be prepared or brought in. There is technically a kitchen where the specialty foods are created. However, some of the animals have been grazing as their primary source of food, and they have also gotten sick.
Do they have a shared
How-
water source?
Water source.
Those creatures require both food and water.
Yes, but the Skyceratops does not, since it derives the liquids it needs from the hailstones it eats.
Well, if toxic water is getting turned into the hail,
Interesting. Then the investigation is more than likely the kitchens. Not bad,
why we
beef
have a-
bastard. Not bad at all.
I got a soft spot for
Hey, he's married.
critters.
When you say that, his wife steps up and puts her arm around his waist. And you see Vale Recoil Hand scoff and laugh. And she says, I have no need of your man. Please. However, this is good work. I would recommend after you run your samples that you... Actually, you work on your samples. Keep an eye on the creature. I will go and investigate the kitchens.
Songbow turns into a gold coin while she turns away and hops into Isaac's hand and is like, tip her or something. I want to tag along for this.
Oh, okay. He says, oh ma'am, hold on. She turns around and he's like, you, dropped this? And he holds out the coin that has Songbow's head on one side and Songbow's balls on the other. And he gives her an earnest look as he tries to roll a trained deception. God damn. You see a look of amusement and a little bit of greed. And she says, I did, didn't I? Thank you. And she snatches it out of his hand. All right. She tucks it away in the little pocket of your jeans. You know, like when you get them old school Levi's. You know, you get the little pocket. You're like, what the fuck is this for? Besides putting my thumb in. You know what I'm saying? Like, she puts you in that pocket. Hope you're not claustrophobic. And then she saunters off. All right. Isaac says, Godspeed, my boy friend. All right, so you're heading over to the kitchens.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that she's not involved.
All right. As she said, you and her head over to the kitchen. Isaac says, Cloudhoof, could you help me with these samples?
Of course.
Okay. How are you going to assist? He's going to try another medicine check. He's got a circumstance bonus for pursue a lead. So you'd have to get a critical success to offer any actual help.
Yeah. I will try with perception. So I'm pretty good at that.
Okay. I guess he could argue to use crafting in this instance because he is trying to find a poison in the blood, right?
Right.
Okay.
Foreign objects in the blood.
All right. In that case, the circumstance bonus is actually... Oh, you're a master. +3. Okay. He's rolling a +19.
Because I'm level 7 now. Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
He's half a player. Does he get half of the amount of hero points we get?
Alas. We have to draw the line somewhere, I think.
I'll give him one of my hero points.
You gotta give him one of your hero points? Alright. I accept. Alright, here we go. So if the die is lower than 10, he adds 10. Got it. Alright. Yeah, you guys are able to isolate the poison. And it is essentially a type of like basilisk blood that when taken internally will start to turn you to stone from the inside. It is not at all a disease. This is a very intentional and very cruel way to kill something. All right, but that would take several hours to get that information. So heading back over to investigation team. Oh wait, hold on. We'll get some detective music, I guess. Let's see. Mm. So over in Detective Land, after 2 hours, you guys have a list of suspects, including, an actual Jathum who is sort of squatting on the island or refusing to leave, pulling the foreign diplomat card essentially. Do we got anybody? It looks like Goldleaf AFK. Jade got you back in enough to play?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
sweet. I can hear you. All right, and then Loritz. So what's the play with this gathered information?
It cuts back to our group, and Jade is just going on and on about how she thinks it's the accountant because they're so shifty. And look at that pinky.
Okay, do you guys want to go track down the guy for direct questioning, or do you want to continue to gather information?
We can go to them. See if that
Okay.
won't prompt any additional information.
So you use your deputy status to say that you need to speak with Brindle Quay. All right. You are pointed in the direction of an outdoor veranda gazebo type situation, where Brindle is currently having tea time. He is wearing a dapper purple suit with matching bow tie.
He's so cute.
That motherfucker did it.
His favorite character in Clue Free Factspiration is Professor Plum, in case you were wondering. No reason. As you approach, you do see that he in fact got that pinky out as he's drinking daintily of his tea. He is attended by what looks like a small air elemental? Question mark? Sort of a amorphous blob of clouds. And he says, yes, very good. Oh, thank you. It is nice to partake of an afternoon tea, or I guess it's always afternoon with the right attitude. Oh, well, hello there. Newcomers, are you lost? Oh, I see you have deputy badges. How interesting. And then he rolls a recall knowledge check. He doesn't know who the fuck you guys are. Says, I don't believe I know any of you or have heard of any of you. My name is Brindle Quay.
Pleasure to meet
And
you, Mr. Quay.
you do see that teacup shaking in his hand now. He's fucking shaking.
Oh, we got on the ropes already.
Or I mean, you have a skeleton mage with you, an oversized kobold, whatever the fuck this is. I mean, you got a Domby Crater with you. I mean, there's a lot of scary shit here.
Pleasure to meet
Or you got him on
Mr.
the ropes.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Quay.
Yes.
We are of the Sky Haven. This is Captain Jade.
Okay. Now that he has a name, he's gonna roll a check. Can't say I've heard of. Ooh.
We're making our way in the plane, so to speak. We're doing business with your proprietress, Zeranthus, Miss Zeranthus.
Oh yes. Well, good luck. She's had 2 lucrative offers recently, and she rudely rejected both of them. And I understand she has an amazing business savvy. She brought me on to help with investments and accounting, numbers, making things run better. Maybe I overstepped, but I just feel that her decisions, not only did they turn down a lucrative amount of money and power, but she is making enemies, and that's dangerous for all of us.
I mean, the skies here are pretty dangerous. You're bound to make enemies one way or another. But from what we've heard, you've been quite vocal to the other people about your displeasure in this.
I tend to be a bit mousy, but I was moved, maybe by fear, and I said some things, some very unprofessional things in mixed company. I told her that she was being stubborn, bull-headed, and reckless. And I do believe that to be true. I don't know much about this Terranathes place, but it's apparently a magical city full of wizards. You know what wizards turn into? They turn into liches. And he eyeballs Gilibrosif, and the teacup is just his hand, like there's no tea left in the cup. And he's just like, liches are the most powerful and evil of all the undead. And also, wizards consort with demons. And his eyes flick to Puck the Silverwit. He's just, you don't want to make enemies of such powerful people. Things have been tense with Armun Kalara for years. She could have taken the offer from Terranathes and then had a strong ally against Armun Kalara who continuously oversteps. Even now, they have some posh prince or princeling is eating all of our food. He's eaten all the imported cheeses. All of them. But no, she was very rude. Ruder than normal to the people from Terrathes. And then she sent them packing with some veiled threats to their safety. And then, when Armun Kalara came and made the most generous offer yet, she turned them down as well. I understand. She built this place from nothing. A real bootstrap story. I'm a fan of bootstrap stories, even though I don't wear shoes. And you do see that he's a traditional halfling. He's not wearing shoes. But she built something that is more than her. Look around. There's at least almost 100 employees that make this place work. And now we all have a target painted on our backs and our foreheads because she is too proud to let it all go. They offered her something the Jathum never offer. They were going to make her an honorary sultaness. He looks around like you guys should be very impressed. That's a huge deal.
Would I have an idea of
Gold Leaf, you know
how-
that That's fucking crazy.
Okay, I was about to ask.
That's fucking crazy. That means that they definitely are afraid of her, which, I mean, Medusa, wizard, sorcerer, like, I mean, obviously very powerful, but that powerful? Question mark. Could be more going on.
Jay just keeps looking at his pinky and kind of interrupts and says, "Excuse me, but what? Why not use all of your fingers to grab onto the cup?"
Oh, this, it is just a habit. I grew up a noble, and I try to hold on to those noble ideals.
But what makes it noble?
I don't know. It was how the woman who raised me, who wasn't my mother, because that's not how nobles do it. I think she was a maid or a housekeeper. I'm not sure. I don't even remember her name. She just had me call her BB.
So the woman who wasn't noble is the one who told you to hold your cup in such
Yes,
a way.
yes.
Ah, okay. Well, if you're not going to use the pinky, why don't you just cut it off?
What? Ugh, how droll. You should be concerned with more than how a stranger holds his teacup, madam.
I just find it very odd, is all.
There
Why
are-
not? Why use that many fingers when you have enough to securely hold the cup?
It takes all kinds to make the multiverse go round. Hmm?
I understand completely. I hope that in the remaining years that you have, you continue to never drop your cup with one less finger.
Thank you, I suppose.
Mayor Captain
You
does
all-
have a point here. How
You all
someone
have the air of adventurers about you. Is that why you've been deputized? Are you specialists who have been brought in to help us in our time of need? He blinks at you through his Coke bottle glasses. Blink, blink.
I can't get over how cute this little old man is.
You guys just gonna leave him on red like that? The awkwardness stretches out.
yes, we are
I'm just-
adventurers.
I was an adventurer once. I thought that there was more to life than tea parties and being rich. I ran away from home when I was a teenager, and I joined an adventuring party. It was a different time, so everyone was very racist. They assumed that I was some kind of burglar because I was a halfling. We went on many adventures, but things took a nasty turn in one of the dungeons, and I fell through a portal. Ended up in the elemental plane of air. Been here ever since.
Here, as in this place.
On this island? Oh, no. No. A different part of the plane. I was eventually captured by sky pirates. The Dawn Beak Raiders, or, their predecessors, I suppose. It was a long time ago. And then I was sold into the slave markets of Amun Kalara. I was a sun racer for a while. Pretty good one, too. But eventually I lost a very important race, and my master was displeased. He sold me off to Zaranathus, and she saw I had a talent for numbers, and set me free, hired me to be her accountant.
And how long have you been the accountant?
Oh, time is so slippery here. A while, for sure, yes. Again, I was young when I came here. Now I'm old. That's a lot of sud races. A lot of sud races. He looks off into the distant horizon. You can tell it. He's not here anymore. He's piloting his sud racer.
Jade snaps her fingers in front of his nose.
Oh, yes, yes. Sorry.
I do have a question for you that's, I guess more pressing than whether you use your pinky on your teacup or not. So what do you make of all of this plague? It's affecting the animals. What are
Plague.
your particular thoughts on this?
Oh, it was only a matter of time before we were met with calamity. But we do a good job of taking care of our animals and keeping them healthy. We have druids on hand as well as medical experts, science and magic working together. We spare no expense when it comes to the health of our creatures, and so it's very strange to me that they would catch such a strange and terrible disease.
But why say that it's only a matter of time that this has happened? Did you expect that something like this might happen?
Be honest with you, Zaranathus is the luckiest woman I've ever met. Even when she fails, she wins. Back on her homeworld, she was some kind of badass monster lady. And when the heroes went to destroy her, she was too powerful. They banished her. They didn't pay very close attention to where they were banishing her, I guess, because she ended up here. You would think that that would have been a bad thing. But unlike me, who got captured, sold into slavery, forced to be a sud racer for decades, she built an incredible empire.
So you're saying that the horrible thing that's
I'm
happening
not
to some
saying
of
that
the
I'm jealous. I mean,
no, nobody's no,
she's been nothing but kind to me. I just think it's unusual that everything seems to go her way. She's so bold and brave. She tells people exactly how she feels. She never holds back, and people respect her for it. She never compromises, and somehow it works out for her. That settlement of bounty hunting cowboys, they came to take her head and her land, and now they work for her. Amun Kalara, these are powerful, magical beings, ancient and beyond our comprehension. Yet they seem to fear her, respect her. They haven't just taken this place from her. They've tried to buy it from her. They've offered her bribes, power, connections. She refuses. Even those Taranithis, they came here with attitude, and she sent them packing with their tails between their legs. Well, not all of them had tails, but you get the idea.
That was a racist statement.
Is it? I thought it was a turn of phrase. But I guess what I mean is we've been very fortunate. There haven't been terrible outbreaks of illness that couldn't be handled quickly. We've made all the right decisions at the right time. It just, I don't know.
I guess I've just been waiting for the other foot to drop. Now that it has, I feel terrible. I don't want to see the animals suffer. I don't want to see anything bad happen to this place. It's become my home.
But I find it so odd that you would expect that something bad would happen.
I mean, my whole life has been a series of terrible and unfortunate events. Things only got better when I arrived here. It's like the island itself is blessed with fortune.
Lucky
Jade's-
Island. Oh man.
Jade's gonna look over to the rest of the group and just kind of give him the eyeballs, and then kind of look back over to him and just like do the shoulder thing, like, what do we think?
This place is so beautiful, and it's been so good to me.
I
It
will
makes
sense
me
motive.
it makes me regret not learning the techniques of immortality. But I don't want to risk turning into a lich.
He darts his eyes over to Skelebros.
That's fine. He's one of the good ones.
Skelebros says,
Excuse me? I'm one of the best.
Loritz, with your sense motive, man, this guy's fucking shady.
He would briefly make eye contact with the captain, saying nothing. He would just shake his head, like, no.
Goldleaf, this dude ain't shady at all.
Were you?
You can sense in his quavering voice a deep adoration and devotion to Zaranathus, who, from what you could tell, is the best thing that ever happened to him in his long life of unfortunate events.
Were you in
feel
the
like
room?
you feel his motivations of chastising her and his outbursts were entirely motivated by fear of Armun Kalara and liches.
Very specific.
Everything is fear of liches.
Were you in the room with the emissary that they sent from Amun Kalara? Or was it something afterwards that you had a
what
discussion
now?
with her? The emissary that was sent from Amun Kalara to...
Are you talking about Envoy Surveyor Malrak Javin?
Yes.
Or are you talking about the ones that came before him that made the outrageous offer of Sultaness?
The envoy.
Oh, none have been able to speak with that rat. He's so skilled at law and bureaucracy. He knows every loophole of every contract that we've signed with Amun Kalara. He's basically just using us as a bed and breakfast. Why, do you think that he's the one that has bred this disease to the animals? And that sowing dissent amongst the workers?
Well, it is pretty odd that he has decided to set up
I hope
shop
so,
here,
because
so to
everyone
speak.
keeps saying it's my fault, and that makes me feel really bad. They're saying that my outburst at Zaranathus and the fact that I lived through them is inspired some of the workers to start dissenting.
You see his eyes behind the glasses begin to well with tears. He tries to pour himself another glass of tea. He pours it all over the table.
While he's distracted, I'm
The
a
little air elemental pick up a towel, starts trying to mop up the tea.
While he's distracted, I'm just gonna cast a message to Captain J and say, I think he's just a bumbling mess. I don't think he's the one behind it.
Loritz, you've never seen a criminal mastermind of this level of skill. Motherfucker got all your allies like eaten out of the palm of his hand.
I'll then message Loritz and say, I don't think he's the culprit.
Lawrence just glares at him. He knows he could pick this man up and squish him, but he wouldn't dare do so unless he was commanded to.
He's definitely got that Paizo NPC core vibe where he has like 5 HP, but when it comes to accounting, he counts
He's
as
a
level
master.
20 creature. Yeah, he counts as like a level 20 creature. They have a lot of NPC stat blocks like that where they're like, he might look like shit, but when he does this one thing, treat him as being level 20.
Alright. Well, as far as Goldleaf's concerned, we can cross this guy off the list. He seems to have an admiration for Xeranthus.
Jade agrees. Finds that the pinky thing is still weird, but agrees.
Yeah, I guess coming from a traditionally more like fantasy Asian culture where it's like 2 hands on the T for max respect, like it definitely would be weird to do as little touching of the cup as possible. All right, while you guys are hashing it out, your findings, we cut to the kitchens. All right, from the tiny denim pocket, you hear her say, "Listen up, you little bitches! I want everyone's attention right now." You hear the sounds of the kitchen, and then some people start murmuring, and she says, "I said right now!" And then everybody kind of snaps to attention. And she says, "I have it on good authority that the sick animals are not sick at all. They are being poisoned." And then she kind of murmurs quietly to herself, "Dun dun dun." And then she says, and then she waits for the reaction, and she says, "That means that someone in this kitchen is responsible." And you hear the doors of the kitchen slam shut, and it sounds like they're being chained shut. And she says, "I have locked the only way out, and I will begin removing skin until I find the culprit." And you hear someone shout, "Please, no!" And she says, "We'll start with you." And it gets worse. Do you just hang out in the pocket? As she Vlad the Impalers the kitchen staff? I mean, she's a hobgoblin, y'all, and this is an evil organization, and she is a hobgoblin. I don't know what to tell you.
Songbo will
I don't know what you were expecting.
wriggle his way out of the pocket.
Okay. Stealthily, or
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
all right, give me a stealth check.
Okay, I'm real good at these.
If you critically fail, you fall on the ground, and then you fall down a drain.
Oh, I'm actually trained in stealth now.
Okay. All right. Oof. All right, you didn't critically fail. However, she feels you try to escape from her pocket, and she snatches you into her hand. And she says, "This is a slippery coin, and not because my hands are covered in blood."
I turn into a scalpel.
Okay. Her eyes go wide, and she says, "Magic. This will be very handy in removing the flesh of those who keep secrets from the mistress." And more people scream, wail. You hear some enforcers be like, "Shut your mouth unless you're gonna tell us what's going on." And then you hear the sound of someone getting hit real hard. Then they kind of like dry heave. And yeah, she continues her interrogation of the kitchen staff.
All right. When she goes to use me as a scalpel, I'm actually a scalpel that has like one of those fake like trick blades. So I just like bend.
Okay. All right. He says, "What? Huh?" And then
And
she
then
like,
I open my I don't have eyes when I'm in this anymore. I open my mouth, which is on the side of the scalpel blade,
"Oh God."
and I whisper up to her.
So
And I
like
say,
Clippy the paperclip if he
Yes.
was a scalpel. Okay.
It's a rubber scalpel. Absolutely.
Here,
I
stabby.
whisper up to her. Maybe we should act like we're giving up, and then keep an eye on them so that we can follow the person who goes to report to their boss that they escaped.
She's gonna roll a will check. All right. She keeps her shit together. And she's like, you're that Tanuki.
Yeah, I can be anything, remember? Look at the poster.
That would explain why the coin had your testicles on it.
Like, I don't have the greatest control of what shows up on the things that I change into.
Am I holding you by your penis right now, you pervert?
Do you think, if my mouth is the blade, do you think proportionally
Are you gonna skin me alive? Or she just kicks him hard to the ground. Says, "Shut your mouth unless you're telling me what I want to hear." And she brings you close to her mouth and covers you, and then she like moves away like hunched over, and she whispers into you. Okay, what is your suggestion?
All right, so we should pretend that we give up, and then watch where everyone
never
goes.
give up. I never give up.
Well, I know that's why it's pretending, and then we should watch where everyone goes when they leave.
What does it feel like to give up?
So, like, imagine you want to do something, and then imagine that you don't want to do that thing anymore.
It never happens.
Okay.
I'm a winner.
So imagine that you want to do something, and then imagine that you accomplish that thing, so you don't care about the thing anymore. Now just take out that you accomplished that thing part.
Skipping to victory.
Yeah. Basically.
I will give this a try.
Yeah, but then we need to have like people ready to see where everyone goes when they leave here.
Everyone, there's a lot of kitchen staff. I don't know if you have eyeballs hidden in there, but there's like 50. No. Sorry. There's like 25 people in here.
Well, maybe like release them in shifts, right? Like surely you can't let everybody go at the same time.
If I release them in shifts, won't they suspect something? How about this? I will torture and interrogate 5 at a time, and then release them.
Maybe.
But then you're still trying to follow 25 people around.
Okay, how many people do you have that could follow people?
Can you turn into a less bendy knife? We can go back to skinning them. Eventually, they will tell me what I want to know.
That's true. But the unfortunate side effect of that is that the people that you get to first, before you get to the person that tells you what you want to know, they're still skinned.
Yes, I won't take all the skin, just strips of it.
Right, but the integumentary system is important to our function as living beings.
We have healers. The scars will remind them never to keep secrets again.
Okay, but they didn't, though. At least not until you get to the one that did.
Yes, but it will be a reminder that if they ever have secrets, they better not keep them.
Well, we should probably start with the other guards then, right?
Why would we start with the guards?
Well, because who could go anywhere? Who could always be above suspicion of the regular folk?
So you
they
don't
could get away with anything.
But there are no guards in the kitchen normally.
Well, right, but
I brought the guards. Yeah, I brought them with me. It's muscle.
Right, but if any of them tried to come in here before, would anybody have stopped them?
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. She tucks you into the back pocket of her jeans, and she turns around and she says, "I have changed my methods. Look at these guards. Guards, remove your helmets. Kitchen staff. Have any of these guards ever come in here before?" And then one of them says, "Yeah, that guy comes in all the time to get snacks." And she wheels around on that guard and she says, "Bring him to me. I will be taking that nose. And you will be giving me secrets." And he whimpers. He's like, I just like the animal food. It tastes better than my food." I mean, she's gonna take this guy's nose off. You just gonna hang out? I mean,
I don't know how ACAB Songbow is.
Okay. As she starts to bring the knife to his nose, he says, "Wait! I remember it was the halfling in the purple suit. He was in here. He comes in here all the time, doesn't he, guys?" And then the kitchen staff is like, yeah. He's always in here to get cheese and crackers and cucumbers for sandwiches." And the whole fucking kitchen and guards are all like, yeah, that's who it is. It's the halfling. It's the accountant. Yeah, that's who it is. Oh God, yeah, that's who it is. And then you hear the sound of her dropping that guy, because again, she's a hobgoblin. She's like 7 feet tall, 200 something pounds of muscle. And she says, "That's who I hoped it was." And you hear the chains being pulled off the doors. You hear people quietly sobbing, and she storms out of the kitchen.
All right.
All right, let's cut.
From her back pocket. What exactly is your position here?
I'm right-hand bitch. All right.
I'm left-handed myself.
So she mounts up on her parasaur, or her hadrosaur, and you hear its motor start up, which just sounds like horn fluting, and then she starts heading, I guess, to find this purple halfling guy. All right. Meanwhile, over
at least she didn't torture everyone in the kitchen.
At Medbay, Isaac says, "Thanks to the critical success that you gave me, Cloudhoof, I was able to concoct what I think will be not an antidote. This is Pathfinder, but the beginnings of a vaccine for the poison, which is basically an antidote, I guess. But it'll let us try to counteract the poison. You ready to help me? This is gonna be a medicine check."
Try my best.
Okay. How are you assisting with the medicine check? It is Isaac, so he pulls out like a very spiky looking, like butt plug looking thing, and he said, "I had to make it a suppository." Try my best, Wes. In your absence, try my best.
I'll use survival to make sure they can live through whatever the hell that she's trying to make.
All right. Go ahead and give me an anal survival.
That's specific.
All right. That's gonna be a +1. All right. So here's his medicine check.
Come on, Isaac, please work. Yeah.
Hot dog. All right. He says, now we wait. The Sky Terratops shifts its hindquarters uncomfortably. It was not a fan of the procedure. It looks over at you with its baleful eyes. Like, how could you? I'm so ashamed. But then it closes its eyes, falls asleep.
Isaac says, I put a sedative in the needles I covered the suppository in, just in case it tried to kill us.
Well, to be fair, if you tried to put something in my butt, I'd probably try to kill you too.
Noted. I will not be going carousing with you ever again.
As you guys are getting ready to leave your interview with the halfling accountant, you see a woman riding up on a hadrosaur. She looks pissed.
Wait a minute.
She's like
I feel like my Betty
feet-
alert is going off.
She's like 7 feet tall and 200 something pounds of muscle, and she looks like she's here to kill somebody. She says, "Move aside. I'm here to kill somebody."
Songbo
at least she doesn't give
wiggles
mixed
his
message.
way out of her back pocket, and then
Okay, so
resumes
something
regular
falls
form.
out of her back pocket. Looks like a stick or something. But right before it hits the ground, it turns into Songbow.
And then I use my quick fall ability to slowly parachute to the ground.
Okay, so you see something, maybe a rubber scalpel, slowly fall out of her pocket, and then daintily turn into Songbow right before it touches the ground.
Exactly. And then I say, we can ask him questions, but you do realize that coming in for cheese and crackers is the opposite of poisoning things, right?
Off in the distance, you hear,
Cheese and crackers? Yes, please.
that seems to infuriate her even more. She says, "Step aside, magical testicle man. The prince of lies? How am I to believe you? And I
mean,
suppose this is
you
the
have
rest
so
of your
far.
pirates, your pirate crew. Who is this guy?"
Which one?
That's Skelebrosive.
Galabrosive. What about this one? That's an inappropriately sized kobold.
That's Doklov.
Yes,
Doklov.
okay. What about that creature right there? It looks.
He's not with us.
He takes off his invisible detective hat and says, "Milady." She blushes and turns away, composing herself.
The fuck?
Had to work eventually. Okay, she composes herself and she looks back at Loris. You see some of her anger is gone because she has a cocktail of unusual feelings coursing through her veins.
He simply gives her a
yes.
curt nod.
You're the gargoyle, you're the captain, and you're the worst. She looks at you, and there's nothing but contempt for everything you stand for, Goldleaf. She hates horny bards.
Well, I'm going to assume Hobgoblin, bad bitch, you're Valera, correct?
Yes,
Coil
Valera, Coil Hand, yes. I am here on official duty to take into custody a certain halfling accountant. Off in the distance, you hear,
Maybe I misheard. Are there cheese and crackers or not?
you see foam begin to form in her tusks. Her eyes dilate. Veins are bursting on her forehead and neck. Everything about this man sends her to a rage. She says, "Now, stand aside, that I might bring justice to this world."
Maybe we have.
We'll see how quick he is to poison our dinosaurs and other creatures when he has no skin.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
She
what?
likes to skin people. She seems to think that the person responsible is some purple halfling.
I too think he is nefarious.
Because he's been to the kitchen
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep, that's all she's got.
Hmm.
So, okay, Isaac and Cloudhoof and I took a look.
Well, I came all the way over here because I thought you had some cheese and crackers. Oh, Vera, you're here to join me for tea. I ate all the cucumber sandwiches already, but I could pour you a cup, little cuppa.
She stares down at him from her hadrosaur. She reaches for her flensing knife. And he says,
No need for blades. Again, there's no more sandwiches left, and that bastard Jathum has eaten all the cheese.
you guys do feel that he is going to die very quickly if something is not done. Or at least be skinned alive.
Yeah, Goldie's gonna kind of walk a little bit to be
Okay, so
between
you
these
step
two.
in front of him? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think maybe we need to take a couple of steps back here. So, Songbow, what's happening with the other group and the beast, the behemoths?
All right, so we took a sample of blood from one of the creatures, but before we did that, Cloudhoof did some looking, and we figured out that it was a poison, not a disease, that was causing this. It's from I don't think I know what it's from yet because I was gone before that happened. So we deduced that maybe the common factor is the kitchen's. I thought that we decided it was water source, but then she decided that the water must come from the kitchen. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't know if that's where the water comes from. Anyway, so we went to the kitchens, and she wanted to start skinning everyone alive. I convinced her that maybe she should start with the guards, and then the first guard said that the purple halfling comes to the kitchen a lot for meat and cheese and crackers.
It's true. I love the kitchen. I love the kitchen.
Yeah, and then she decided that meant that he be killed.
Vera, you know that I turned down the immortality training. I couldn't go without feeling hungry. I like feeling hungies. You know, I like food, and sleeping and stuff. I'm into it.
He looks around.
Should I not be talking? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I think that you're being a good character witness for yourself.
So
Wait, am I on trial? Am I in trouble?
Well,
you shouldn't.
She screams, "Yes, you're in trouble."
remember when you said earlier
there was
that
this beef bastard and this very handsome doctor, and they said that there was a poison at play. And then this guy with the big testicles, he helped me figure out that he was probably originating from the kitchens. So I went there, and 28 eyewitnesses all said that you're the poisoner.
No, they just said that he goes there a lot.
Oh, they're poisoned? I thought they had a disease.
well, it seems like one of our members
Poison
determined it
means
was a
that there's
poison.
foul play.
Right. Remember earlier when
It's
you
just
said
the
that people
retribution that I was worried about. Oh no! If only I had been a better advisor. Oh.
Yeah, it does seem like that would have helped. Not necessarily giving in, but just being a better advisor.
He says, "You are outsiders. You have done enough discovering the poison and helping me find the culprit. Now, justice."
Hold on 1 minute. I don't think it's justifiable to kill somebody just because they wanted cheese
No,
and
I'm not going to
crackers.
kill him. I'm going to skin him. We have healers. Don't worry.
And the purpose of skinning him?
To teach him a lesson. And so
For
that he
eating
will
cheese and crackers.
I want to know his motivations.
I think maybe we could ask him. Or, at the very least, and Jade's gonna lean in to be kind of secretive, we can put a tail on him and follow him and see what he actually does.
Oh,
Excuse me, sorry.
yes. The Prince of Lies had the same idea. How cunning. Yes, I have... yes, okay. She says, I see. I have been mistaken. I guess it was not you after all, my friend. I will be taking my leave now. Yeah. And the Hadrosaur rides off.
That was the creepiest thing I've ever heard. All right.
Let me roll a deception check real quick. She has a +1.
Yes, but a -2 circumstance bonus from the delivery.
It is obvious to anyone that is in any way possessed of hearing and the shared language of Susurran that she definitely still gonna skin this guy alive. Not sure why she's leaving. But yeah, she rides off.
So, Mr. Halfling Man, I think that you're probably
That's Mr. Quay, son. It's Mr.
Right.
Quay.
It's Songbo for me.
Sir, you
you're
didn't
not-
happen to have any
Dad?
cheese from the kitchens, did you?
No, I didn't think there was any.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding the situation.
You should probably do everything you can to assist us in finding who's actually doing the poisoning, or she's going to skin you alive.
Elrod loves skinning people alive. Oof, it's dreadful. Okay, I'll help you catch the poisoners. Wait, am I really the #1 suspect?
To her you are.
I mean, I do know a little bit about poisons and how to administer them, especially in drinks. But, I mean...
That's perfect, actually. We need you to go help our medical team.
Oh, you have a medical team. Oh, how fancy. Certainly. Just a moment.
And he puts 2 of his chubby fingers in his mouth, and he makes a little tweet whistle, and you see the amorphous floating blob show up, and he says,
yes. Hold on.
and it's like, you ever watch a toddler try to get on one of them horses outside the grocery store? You know, you put a quarter in, and the horse moves, and you watch the toddler that's like a little drunk trying to get onto that's him trying to get onto this cloud. Take a while.
You're familiar, or?
Eventually, he is mounted upon it, which is just him sitting. And he says, "Tally forth! Yes, let's go." And it starts moving very slowly, like a cat riding on a Roomba. All right, do you guys keep pace with him? It's not hard. It's got a 10 speed.
Yeah.
All right, you guys arrive at Med Lab, which is really just outside, but Isaac has unpacked all of his supplies. As you arrive, you hear Isaac say,
Yes, well, I won't be going carousing with you anymore then.
and then you guys turn and you see your allies arriving. They have Chibi Professor Plum with them.
All right, what's the latest update?
Let's switch back to medical trauma.
Well, we just applied a treatment to the Topsy in here, waiting to see how it affects it.
Yeah, Mistral says, she says, yeah, my hubby and this weird doctor, they think they might have found a cure already.
What was the treatment?
Kind of insane. They shoved something up his butt.
Ah, okay, as one does.
Isaac says,
It was a bit more nuanced than that, Captain. But basically, yeah. It's a poison made from basilisk blood. It does just turn you to stone from the inside out. A slow-acting poison. Simulating a disease, but definitely has to be administered orally. Or anally, I suppose. Has to get into the tum-tum.
I don't think a suppository would make its way all the way up into the tum-tum, scientifically speaking.
If you put little mechanical legs on it.
Oh, okay. Nope. Yeah, that would work.
Oh, hold on.
you hear Choo Choo go, choo choo! And he says,
oh yes,
Still alive.
yeah, you could just animate it, yeah. Choo Choo longs to return to the womb of my anus.
Again, trying my best, Wes, in your absence. Trying my best. Capture the whatever the fuck was going on with us.
I did not expect the pocket spell to leave there.
I'll tell you what, Isaac is my AI's favorite character. It says he's the glue that holds his team together.
All right.
I love that.
Skelebrosif says,
Isaac, that's incredible. The two of you made a cure in less than a day? It couldn't have been that good a poison. I mean, it's very impressive work.
Oh, I think the simplicity probably leads to its subtlety.
Isaac says, oh, no. The cure would be prohibitively expensive. I just got to make it for free because I'm an alchemist. But normal people, they could never afford the kind of health care that I could provide.
it's true. An alchemist could make a
Honestly.
5,000 GP like item, just smash it over somebody's head like it's nothing.
Just materializing bottled rock every day without necessary materials.
Such a wild class. So strange.
Best and worst decision I ever made.
Yeah. And he looks to you, Loritz, and he says,
I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's not going to be that easy to cure whatever's wrong with you. You got a cursed disease. This was just poison.
He just grumbles.
the halfling with you says, as he has been this whole time dismounting from his cloud, he says,
Ah, yes, medical team. Hello. It's good to meet you. My name is Mr. Brindle Quay, accountant. I'm apparently the prime suspect in the poisoning case. But I'm here to clear my name. Please tell me you found some evidence that will make it so I'm not guilty.
I mean, I don't think they've done anything to point it towards any one person or not so far. But you said you were familiar with liquid poison.
I don't know, the vibes that I was getting from Vera, it kind of felt like
she definitely thinks it's you. But I think
she's the right hand bitch.
You better be happy we were deputized then.
Listen, if I was a gambling man, which I'm not, except for stocks, I would say that it's most likely Envoy Surveyor Malrek Javin. He's a shifty guy, and his presence here coincides with the timing of these poisonings.
It would seem that
That
he
seems a little
likely has
too
motive.
obvious.
Yes,
He
well,
has a
maybe it's one of
motive.
those times where the mystery is trying to make you doubt yourself by making the prime suspect seem so obvious. But often
still
in
have
these
my eye on
cases
you.
with mysteries, people prefer them to be very simple, like very simple, for babies, because you want to make sure that people can solve them.
Because
I
we can
always
only
like
spend so
it
many
when it's
sessions.
not easy, but like in retrospect, you can be like, "Oh yeah, I can see that."
Well, that's who I think did it. It certainly wasn't Vera. She's too loyal and too stupid.
Agreed.
Do you have any other suspects? Besides me?
Well, I mean, we haven't really. We only figured that it could have been coming from a water source. That's about the only other hint we got.
Yeah,
well, there are a few other people, a few other names that have come across. Illyria Sunmote, is that familiar?
oh my! You see him blush, and he makes a tee-hee sound as he kind of covers his face, just thinking about her. He says, "She's so sweet." You think that she's on your suspect list?
It's just the list that we were given.
Anyone else? I just don't know how. it
Well,
could be her.
yourself.
She's the heart that pumps the blood of camaraderie through this island.
I mean, you were also on it. So was Rusk, and so was Vera.
Rusk. Rusk. He is a former pirate. And, he's a rude dude, to be sure.
Well, I guess
He's always threatening my life. And anyone who is too slow, he hits them with his stick.
It's a quick question for you though: is where is the water source for all the creatures here?
There are 3 main sources of water. There is an ever-full lake, and then the mistress has one in her palace, and then there's one in the kitchen.
And the animal's water mostly comes from either the kitchen or the lake.
Correct. It would be ridiculous for the animals to get their water from the palace. Oh, you jest.
It sounds like we should investigate this lake.
Has any people come down with poison? Similar symptoms?
That is an interesting question. There have been some disappearances, but no one has reported any symptoms like that. That could mean it is the lake, because generally
People
no
usually
one
drink
drinks.
milk.
Yeah, no one drinks from the lake. We had a kaiju poop in the lake once, and it gave everybody diarrhea. That said, though, most of the employees here don't even eat. Except for fun. I have a club where I prepare delicious Cheetos, and I encourage even those who have passed beyond the need for food to indulge themselves for the memories.
I could respect that.
You hear his tummy growl. He says,
Boy, I could go for some cheese. But, I could take you to the lake if you'd like.
Yeah. That'd be my next step. What do you
It
guys want to
seems
do?
like the lake would be too large to poison, though. Back in my day, when I would poison liquids, you always want to poison a small dose you're sure that your target is going to drink.
Well, it doesn't seem to be targeting any specific creatures. I mean, is there any commonality between the creatures who have been poisoned?
Well, there's been an outbreak, that's what we were calling it when we thought it was a disease, amongst the Skyteratops, the hadrosaurs, and then there were the sheep. I forget what they're called. They're sheep, though.
Can I do a recall in nature to see if there's any common factor between those animals?
yeah. Normally they are all herbivores, but the Skyteratops, you have been told, eats hail. The hadrosaurs, they just eat whatever plants they've been given. They do graze, but apparently their favorite food is the watercress that grows in the lake. The sheep have a very special diet. They can only eat lemon cotton candy.
So that's an outlier. That doesn't sound like they have water then. Alright. I don't know, I'm very lost. I'm feeling very lost.
I mean,
I'm very open to suggestion.
Again, I think the lake is too large to poison without it being obvious. Lots of animals drink from the lake. If the whole lake was poisoned, we'd see so many more outbreaks.
Isaac says,
Well, the poison wasn't super strong, so maybe they are drinking from the lake, but only some of them are succumbing to the poison. But that would be a lot of poison, depending on the size of the lake. And unless they're an alchemist, I don't think they could afford that much poison.
Well, I mean, it also depends, right? Like, if it was somebody that was watching them when they went to go drink and then poured it in while they were drinking, they wouldn't have to poison the whole lake. It would still be mostly concentrated in the area where they poured the poison in.
Scalabrosif says,
Well, didn't you just say that everyone got sick because a kaiju pooped in the lake once? What if kaiju pooped a poison poop, and it's at the bottom of the lake?
It's an object toxifying the water. That's possible.
The
think
kaiju
it
could
would?
have ingested something that made his feces poisonous.
I mean, it sounds like we just need to look at the lake. Please cross that off the list if it's not there, you know?
That's true.
So-
in the meantime, if it is somebody in the kitchen, though, they could just be getting away with it. So maybe we need to sort of look both places.
Whoa, do you think you can do a better job of investigating the kitchen than Velra?
You know, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Now that you
Damn.
mention it, I hadn't considered that at all at first.
Somebody's full of himself. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Doc Lob says, because he's still there.
I have a question. If the Skyteratops only eat hail, then, and the other guys only eat cotton candy, do they still go and get water from the lake?
Probably not. How would it get to all three of them? Unless somebody's specifically targeting these creatures. Are these the most valuable creatures here?
The accountant chuckles and says,
No, these hadrosaurs, the best thing they have going for them is that they're prime creatures. That is to say, they're from the prime material. In a few generations, though, they'll lose their prime blood and become air creatures. But other than that, they can't fly, and, I mean, they need water. They're fun to ride around here, and they make respectable stone. And we have sold some as curiosities. And the meat, because it's prime meat, is sought after by those who favor such things. So I suppose they're valuable in a way. But not as valuable as the Skyteratops or the sheep. The sheep, they provide a very powerful golden wool, and then the meat itself is it makes a sort of beautiful gold-veined marble. It's quite sought after. And the Skyteratops, well, when they're turned to stone, the stone has the properties of air and, more importantly, cold. The stone can be used for refrigeration and other purposes like that. Very popular in Amun Kalara. Mm-hmm. It's actually how we keep all of our things cold here. In fact, they use the stone made from the Skyteratops to create stone shielding plates for airships and kaiju vessels that need to go into areas of intense heat. So I suppose that, yes, they are three very valuable creatures, yeah. Maybe three of our most valuable creatures, when you really get down to the books.
Now, does the mistress herself, does she like to eat the meat from these creatures, these three particular creatures? I don't know if she's the target.
The mistress has transcended the need for sleep, food, and drink. She no longer ages. She has gone full native, you might say. But she does partake of the meat whenever it's a new creature or just from time to time, because sometimes a creature is worth more as flesh than as stone.
Okay, so that's not a commonality between the three. I was trying to see if maybe she was a target via ingestion.
Isaac says, I don't think this poison would poison the meat enough to spread to somebody that ate it. But maybe we could do an experiment.
If it was something she ate on the regular, maybe, but if it's not, then no. not efficient enough. Trying to think of how toxins build up in apex predators. That's where my thought was.
Oh, I think you'd have to eat a lot of the meat, right? On the regular. Maybe?
Right. It depends higher up on the food chain. The amount of them you ate, the
It wouldn't
poison becomes more
necessarily have to be on the
concentrated.
regular. Yeah, a lot of times stuff like that just sort of builds up over time. So it could be that they're planning on, over a very long period of time, poisoning a bunch of people. Long-acting poison, it would be a lot harder to track down what started it.
It's a lot of speculation, though. I mean, we still need a lot of investigating to figure this out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Quay seems a bit perturbed. He says, "So am I still the top suspect, or?"
I think you're the top suspect.
Well, that's
I
a
would
relief.
like to reiterate that I never suspected you. You're way too sort of bumbly.
I appreciate that, son. Thank you.
Lord side eyes him. He's not sure.
Well,
I'll lean over to Loritz. He's got songbow syndrome.
there's an awful lot of you. Why don't some of you check the lake to see if there's a poisoned poop? And then some of you could check the kitchen.
Lord leans
Or
into Haru. He says,
Everyone could come and beat up, maybe kill, send packing back to Amun Kalara, a certain Jathum.
Lord says to Cloud,
I realize you don't like him.
Songo is one of the most intelligent and resourceful amongst us. He could be deceiving us. We should probably go after the what is it? The air genie. That's almost certainly who it is.
Envoy surveyor Malrek Javin, who rumors say has not left his fancy guest house.
As motive.
He do got motive, right? I mean, he's an emissary from Armun Kalara, and they kind of veiled threats with she turned down the Sultanate position.
Yeah. I want to go check out the lake. I'll head that way.
When you arrive at the lake, who is anybody going with Cloudhoof besides Boulder and his wife? Sorry, Boulder and Cloudhoof's wife. I don't know what kind of relationship they've got going on over there. But.
I'm probably better suited for that than I am for talking to people, so I'll go with it.
Okay. All right. What about the rest of you? Where are you planning to go? Back to the kitchen, or well, I guess only one of you would go back to the kitchen. And he went to the lake. To the kitchen, or are you guys gonna go to the fancy guest house to speak with envoy surveyor Malrek Javin?
That's a mouthful.
Well, I kind of want to go to the lake with Longbow and Cloud.
I'm not really looking forward to the Armun Kalara arc because it's very much like Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons. Like all of them have these huge fucking names and titles, and like it's gonna be a lot.
Well, and you know I'm gonna ask for the full title every time.
All right, what's the play, Captain Jade? Where you want to go?
I think I personally want to go to the lake just because we've talked a lot about it, and kaiju shit could be interesting.
Okay, fair enough. You head to the lake. Okay, does everybody head to the lake? We're gonna stay as a team.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sure the kitchens will be fine. All right. So you guys over the lake. The lake is sizable. It's definitely, like Isaac said, it would be a lot of poison to dump into this lake. It would have to be very highly concentrated, very expensive situation. Now, you guys who know about Armun Kalara and you know about the Jethum, I mean, they're wealthy beyond all imagining. Like, wealth is a joke to them. They had to invent, like rich people in real life, they had to invent new types of currency so that they could be richer than each other. Like, it's crazy. So probably could afford to poison an entire lake. So you might want to just start with that, get a water sample, start checking that out. If there is a giant turd, it's not floating on the top of the lake. Some ranchers nearby come over. One of them says, "Howdy, folks. What can I do for you? I see you riding some fine hydrosaurs. You here to water them up at the old lake?"
Well, we just kind of wanted to see. I heard about this beautiful place and wanted to check it out.
All right. I mean, it is a nice lake, I suppose. There are fish in there if you like prime fish. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into that, you're welcome to dip your pole in there.
Now, this may seem like an odd question.
Now, if you didn't know, a prime fish is a fish that swim in the water. It doesn't actually fly.
Oh no, I got that. But a quick question. Have you noticed any of the fish turning to stone? I know it's been an issue.
Fish turn into stone. Huh. I can't say I have. If they turn to stone, wouldn't they sink to the bottom of the lake?
Good point.
Arden, are there any known predators amongst this watering hole? Anything that lives within the depths of it?
Oh, you mean like a lake squid or something?
Something like that.
I mean, some of them catfish get pretty big. Temper your excitement. They just a ugly fish. I don't know why they call them a catfish. Maybe because they got whiskers. It's from a prime material plane. They taste good though. There's a little halfling there. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mr. Quay. Looking forward to the next time you host dinner. He waves at the man. Says, hello, Gerald. I'm assisting with a tour. A tour, yes. These are valued guests, deputies, you might see. See? And Gerald says, all right. Anyway, yeah, some of them catfish, they get big, 8, 9 feet. Mostly they just eat each other. I don't know. That's the nastiest thing I've ever heard of living in there.
Looking unfazed, he would say, I would plunge to its depths and see if there are stonefish at the bottom.
Do you think it might be poison? Because, I mean, the boss is dragon. He poisonous. He come by and drink all the time.
Maybe a smart person might want to do...
Call knowledge check?
Yeah.
On green dragons? Outlawed green dragons? Okay, Cloudhoof. You go to roll up your knowledge of these mysterious creatures. The DC is a 28 on these mysterious creatures. You don't know shit. But
Fair enough.
if they're poisonous, maybe the dragon's causing it. Like, maybe his poison turns things to stone. He is the dragon of a Medusa. That would be thematic, on brand. Maybe it's built up in the water after all this time. Gold Leaf. You don't know anything about green dragons. They're too mysterious.
What say you, Songbo?
About the dragon? All right, I guess I'll have a little think on it.
Yeah, you also don't know anything about green dragons.
I think they have copper in their scales, maybe, and it oxidizes, and that's why they're green? Is that what we wanted to know?
Jade, you don't know anything about green dragons, but you're confident that you still rolled better than everyone else. If that's a consolation.
I don't know about you guys, but aren't they so pretty?
Right, Lawrence dives into the lake and looks to see if there are like stonefish on the bottom.
All right, Laura, as soon as you dive into that lake, I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check for me. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. No problem. Swimming around. Okay. What are you looking for? Stonefish?
Yeah, if
Okay.
if he sees any sign that the inhabitants of this lake are turning to stone.
Give me a survival or perception. Blind GM. Okay.
Awesome place
You,
to dump bodies.
you spend about 15 minutes in the lake. You do not find any stoned fish. You find some stones, but
Well,
they're not. But they
do you
don't look like
find-
fish.
I don't find any kaiju poop.
You do not find. Oh, yeah, you going deep, huh? Okay. You do not find any kaiju poop. You do see some of the giant catfish. But because you rolled a high enough athletics check, you are able to avoid them, and I will not make you 1v1 a giant catfish.
They're not mine to bother, so I'll just carry on.
Giant catfish, by the way, have electrified whiskers, just so you guys know.
Oh god.
We almost had a party wipe in Iron Hack years and years ago because they got attacked by giant catfish. And then they have Swallow Hole. It's just a tough monster. Tough monster. It's a tough monster. Okay. So do you give it another 15 minutes or 10 minutes?
No, I think that he's content after the
Okay.
first 15.
All right.
Unless
While you're doing
someone
that,
compels him
Isaac
to.
will run a crafting check to see if there's any poison in the water. Songbo, you're his boyfriend. Do you assist?
Hell yeah.
Okay. He needs you to give him more than a +1 circumstance bonus. Because investigators like, I don't need any friends or any help. As long as I could bullshit that I'm working on a case. And what is life but an ongoing mystery? All right. Oh, I had to roll it blind. My bad. Let's see. Okay. Private. It's blind GM. My bad. Okay. Isaac says, it's inconclusive, but I don't think it's poisoned. And then he just goes, gug, 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 and he just drinks it. He closes his eyes and waits for death to take him.
Lawrence pops up and he's like, I didn't find any stonefish. I don't think you're about to die.
All right. Well, there we are.
He only looks slightly disappointed when you tell me.
So Quay is like,
There, okay. Then there's only two other water sources left. The kitchen and the mistress's abode. So, I think we should go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Unlikely, yeah. Maybe we could use some of your detective skills to find some cheese.
I mean, I thought that you said that they were out of cheese.
Yes, well, cheese is very precious. I'm sure someone on the kitchen staff is holding out on me. And you hear the creak of the wood of his silver capped cane as he squeezes it real hard. He real upset about this cheese situation. Or we could go to the guest quarters, shake down a certain envoy, get some answers.
I think we should wait to be sure before that.
I agree.
You're right. We wouldn't want to risk a political situation. That's the main reason the mistress hasn't acted upon this sooner. After, the rejection of the Sultanate position, she doesn't want to give Armor and Kalara a reason. And his eyes bulge meaningfully when he says, a reason. Them eyes bigger? No, they aren't. Those eyes almost as big as someone's testicles. So, it's crazy. All right, so you guys head to the kitchens. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Just to the kitchen we go.
All right. This is busy kitchen during rush hour. Hopefully, I should have probably made sure it's not from the same people. I'm so scared after they just shut us down so hard. Fuck it, we're doing cooking mama. Hold on.
Expecting to hear be our guest, so I'm gonna really get hit with copyrights.
As a former chef and former baker, I was disappointed with the Cooking Mama video game series. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think it accurately captured anything that had to do with cooking or baking.
I thought you were just going to say, as a former cooking mama.
Yeah. I'm still a cooking mama. Don't get that one.
As a former somebody who's been in the food service industry for probably 10 to 15 years of their life, I think Overcooked is an accurate representation.
100%. 1,000. 1,000%. Yeah, I'd love to play some Overcooked with you. I would love to.
Oh, fuck yes. Somebody else who just has the rage.
It's a game I would never play with my child because I respect them and I don't want, after all these years, to do something that would damage our relationship.
My best friend, she had a traumatic brain injury like about 10 years ago, and she's just been a little different ever since. But she absolutely loves playing this game with me, and she is fucking awful at it, and it drives me nuts. And I'm trying to tell her exactly what to do, and she's over there just giggling on the couch the whole time, and I'm sitting here like, bitch, we gotta serve this food.
I think I played it like once with like 3 other people, and I realized this wasn't a safe game to play with people that I cared about. So I was like,
that's alright, you can play with me then, Chris.
Hell yeah. As long as we're going in as 2 consenting cooking mamas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will fucking yell at you if you're not doing shit right. Bet.
Fantastic. Okay, you guys arrive at the kitchens, and despite the upbeat Cooking Mama 4 kitchen magic menu extended music that is playing, they're shaken up pretty bad. The people are holding each other, just crying. Someone's getting bandaged up. It looks like their hand was degloved. That's horrible. The degloved hand is on the counter nearby.
you hear someone murmur, "Don't worry, we have healers. I'm sure it'll be fine."
When you arrive, a guard is there. Songboy, you didn't have eyeballs when you were here, right? It's like one of the
Correct.
restrictions. Okay, you recognize his voice, and he says,
"Oh, I see you. Mr. Quay. Sir. What are you doing here in the kitchen?"
and when he says that, the music stops, and everybody in the kitchen looks over at Mr. Quay. And he says, "I'm giving these folks a tour. They're very important guests, deputies. In fact, they need some cheese and crackers." And he gives them a shrewd look from behind his glasses. And then the guard says, and then what looks like the head chef, he says,
"Listen, I told you, we don't have any more cheese and crackers, all right? That genie's been eating us out of house and home. I didn't even think the genies ate anything. But apparently, he loved them cheese and crackers so much that we ran out. I wouldn't hold out on you. I wouldn't accuse you of anything. I'm so sorry, man."
and he just starts breaking down. He says, "We were all so scared." Then the guard turns and says,
"Mr. Quay, Valra was going to kill us all, so I panicked. She was going to cut off my nose, so I told her that you poisoned all the animals."
Mr. Quay, quiet, composed.
Our cat just shut off Nathan's computer, so we lost him for a second.
He closes his eyes, and then he looks at them, serenity on his face. He looks up at the guard, and he says,
"You son of a bitch! You coward! How dare you! She came after me. I was so scared I almost weed in my pants. If it wasn't for these adventurers, I'd probably be dead right now, or skinned alive. Are you crazy? Why would I poison everything? I'm the accountant. I want things to be successful."
and then they all start arguing, and they bring up the fact that he the music starts playing again, and that he called out the boss in front of everybody, and now there's like a lot of people that are like talking, like maybe the boss is losing her edge, like maybe she should have taken the deal. What if liches show up? And then when they say that, a lot of people look over at Skelebrosive. And then somebody says, "I heard that everyone on Terranathus is a lich." And someone else says, "Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense."
Probably only the council.
And then you do hear people whispering that she should have taken the deal with Amun Kalara. I can't believe it. We're all going to die. The genies are going to send some sort of storm to destroy us. And then another one says,
"Oh, there's no way. Mother Caldera would never let a storm destroy us. She'd protect us, as she always does."
Oh, I guess that's another name that would show up in blue on your UI, is Mother Caldera.
Who's this Mother Caldera?
Oh, who do you ask? Just in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Quay says,
"Oh, she's our resident elemental spirit. She's an ancient storm that lives in this region. She protects the islands with her loving embrace. Her days of being a storm are behind her, and now she only cares about her children. She sort of imprinted upon Zaranthis for some reason, and would do anything to protect her and keep her happy. The other elementals that guard the island, they are the offspring, I suppose, of Mother Caldera. She spawned them to have more protection for Zaranthis, who is very precious to her."
Does this Mother Caldera
See what I
greet
mean? Everything
ships?
good happens to this lady. Anyone else runs into an ancient storm elemental, they get killed. She runs into the ancient storm elemental and turns her into a sweet grandma.
Does this Mother Caldera greet ships as they come in?
Oh, no. She slumbers. The clouds that you see clinging to the islands is her. She's massive in size.
So the thing that greeted us was one of her offspring.
Yes.
Those are some big bitches. Okay.
It's said that before she was quelled, this region was a constant storm. But you've seen now, it's a paradise.
And then somebody says,
Well, Mr. Quay, I think that since she made the Jadies mad, the Jadies are gonna wake her up and make her a mean storm again, and then she's gonna kill us all.
and then other people say,
Yeah, I never used to be afraid, but when I saw you get afraid in front of everybody, I felt like it was okay for me to be afraid.
and a lot of people nod, and you see Quay just like shake his head. He takes his glasses off and he pinches the bridge of his nose, like he's trying to keep his shit together. Like he has two regrets in his life, and they were both when he stood up to his boss. So the guard turns, who almost had his nose chopped off, he turns to you guys and he says,
I don't suppose you have found the real poisoner, though.
Yeah, we came back to ask more questions because you were very unhelpful the first time. Like, I realized it was under, like, threat of torture, so I get it. Just, like, it wasn't very useful. So, now that we're here...
Well, I could have told you that. They teach us that in guard school. Torture,
right.
torture never gets you accurate information.
Right, but also you were you couldn't tell that before.
well, what do you mean?
Well, why didn't you just tell her that?
You think that Velra is the kind of person who took guard training?
Well, no, but you did, right?
Do you think she's the kind of person who listens to other people?
I mean, she listened to me. It's all about how you present it. I don't even like people, and I know that.
Well, I know why she listened to you.
He kind of blushes and he says,
Don't tell anyone I told you this, but she's really into chibi furries. The smaller and cuter, the better.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's useful to know.
Go on.
That doesn't something.
oh, it's also important to note, I guess, that Nulo is also with you, just silently judging everyone. She's like the best B team member to forget that's on the B team because she quietly and silently judges and watches everyone all the time. It's like her actual personality, so it like works out really well. Yeah. So the guard says,
Listen, I just try to stay out of her way, okay? She's the right-hand bitch. What she says goes, unless Zarantha says otherwise. If you're gonna stick around, you need to learn to, like, stay out of her way.
but he leans in close, conspiratorially close, and he says,
But do you really think that someone in the kitchen is poisoning the food?
Not necessarily, but it doesn't have to be somebody that's here right now. But we think that maybe this is where it's originating from, yes.
Am I a suspect?
You're the one that comes in here to eat the food that the animals eat. So rather than being a suspect, you should probably get tested.
There's nothing wrong with eating the animal food.
Right,
Food is
except
food.
that right, you're right. But if it's poisoned
Hmm.
and you've been eating it,
Yeah.
then maybe
Maybe.
the poison
Poison.
has affected.
Yeah, the animals. The poison affected the animals.
Maybe it's affected you because you've been eating the animal food.
Oh, I
See,
did
you
have
got there.
I did have a pretty tough time taking a shit earlier. Do you think it's because I'm turning to stone?
I mean, maybe. I change into a syringe, and then my mouth appears on the side of the syringe, and I say, "Take some blood."
All right. Isaac's like on it. Stabs the guy. Says, don't worry. I've already cured a dinosaur. I'm
Technically,
sure I
that
can
was
cure
just
you.
a treatment. I don't know if it was a cure, right?
Oh, I guess we don't know yet. Anyways, okay. So the head chef comes up to you, and he says, "Hey, what are you? We need to get back to work. We're feeding thousands of animals in here, specialty diets. We need to get back to work."
Who's in charge of the sheep? Making the sheep feed?
Specifically the cotton candy?
Yes. Yes, that'd be the. Oh, you're trying to name. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay. Thatcher! These people want to talk to you. So, a pink-haired pixie approaches, flies over to you guys,
That's the guilty party right there.
and she says, "Oh hi, my name's Thatcher. What's up?"
Yes.
Oh, hey, Mr. Quay. I can't wait till your next dinner party.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're a big guy. What's up?
I wanted to ask you how you prepared the sheep's the cotton candy that the sheep eat.
You want to know how to make cotton candy?
Mhm.
Okay. Right this way.
She leads you towards the back of the kitchen. She reaches under her hoodie skirt, and she pulls out a key, a ring of keys, and she says,
Okay. Is everybody coming, or just you? Or...
Lords is there.
Songbow is not.
I'm fine staying back if two people are already going.
"Okay." She says,
Okay. Yeah.
and you guys arrive at what looks like a door to a dungeon. She unlocks the door, which is strange because it has a little tiny lock for the little tiny key, but it's a normal sized door. She opens it. She says,
Okay. Yeah. Follow me, I guess. Okay, come on down.
All right.
all right.
I look
There's
back at the captain and look.
There's an ominous feeling as you start heading down the stairs. You hear a scuttling in the dark. A hiss. More scuttling.
Candy spiders.
She says,
Oh, you've heard of them? Oh, okay. I don't know why you're so surprised then. Ah, yes, here we are. Oh, look, they're making some cotton candy right now.
you look in and you see a person. The person looks like they are paralyzed. There are brightly colored spiders, cocooning them alive. The cocoon is a bright yellow color. She says,
These make the lemon. That's the ones that the sheep like. The lemon.
Hmm. Now, are you the only one who makes the cotton candy and has access to this area?
Oh, I'm the mistress of spiders.
All right.
she stares
That
at you. Have
sounds
noticed
great.
that she doesn't blink much.
That's good and also great. Do the sheep
Yeah.
also drink water?
Do the sheep drink water? Yeah. From the lake. 'Cause the cotton candy is very sticky.
See.
Thank you for sharing this knowledge with us.
Of
Lord says
course.
as he's backing away, making very intense direct eye contact with her. Like
She never blinks.
May I take
neither
a
does
piece
he
of this
really.
cotton candy?
Excuse me?
Could I have a piece of cotton candy?
Of course.
She reaches under her hoodie skirt. She produces some cotton candy.
Thank you.
I always keep some on hand. Quality control.
Have you had any upset stomachs lately? Kind of a heavy feeling?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you a doctor?
No, we're just investigating the animals who have
Yes.
been.
I heard some of the sheep got sick. I hope it wasn't my fault.
We're just trying to rule out every possible way.
I thought that they were diseased. But everyone was shouting about poison.
Well, we think a toxin may have been involved, so we're trying to figure out where it would have got introduced.
Well, the food is taken from the kitchen to the animals. So that means that if it was poisoned, it could have been poisoned after it left the kitchen.
Is very possible. Do you know who usually transports the food, specifically to the sheeps, the hadrosaurs, and the triceratops?
Normally, there is a delivery wagon that takes the food all around the islands. It's not always the same crew. It's not really a hard job, so everyone gets a chance to do it if they work the fields and do hard labor. That way, they can have an easy day of riding around. I guess that means your pool of suspects could be almost anyone.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time and showing us these lovely creatures.
Would you like to make some cotton candy? I promise I won't let them turn you into liquid soup.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think I would agree with them.
You could make a lot of cotton candy with that much mass.
How
Maybe
is this
another
the
time.
scariest NPC you've ever created?
I'm somehow expecting little fairy wings to give way to like giant spider legs like coming out of the back. Like the real thin, spindly legs. Come to find out she's not hovering, it's just the legs are out of sight.
All right. The muffled, paralyzed cries of the man being cocooned are finally softened as the cocoon fully encases his body.
What's that guy anyway?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. A volunteer, I think.
Do you have many volunteers for this type of dude?
No.
Hmm.
That's why I use the ones I have. Until I can't use them anymore.
Okay. Well, thank you. We'll continue on our search and try to look into this food truck.
Of
Do
course.
you know if you
Here.
make the hailstones here, or do they naturally occur?
Oh, no. The hailstones are made here, yes.
Is there a chance you could show us those facilities?
You'd like to see how the hailstones are made.
Of course.
Sure.
She leads you guys down a long hallway. The lighting
the most
starts.
disturbing version of Willy Wonka ever.
The lighting goes from a yellowish, like a piss yellow green lighting that it was the spider enclosure, and it takes on like a teal, sort of like aquarium vibe, and you feel the pressure. Ahead, you see a massive underground tank. Inside, you see a beautiful white goldfish. Every now and then, oversized hailstones come out of its butthole and float to the surface. From down here, you could see people fishing the stones out with nets.
Interesting. Okay.
We're not sure why. But all that fish does is poop hailstones. It never eats. Only poops.
It's so creepy. Okay. Yeah. Well,
Can I
thank
help
for
you with
your time.
anything else?
No, the hadrosaur food. Where does that come from? Is
Oh.
that just they just naturally graze?
They're just allowed to graze.
Gotcha. Well, I think that's all the questions I had.
Okay, I'll lead you back out.
Thank you.
All right, she leads you back out to the kitchen.
Nice music.
Chase that happy.
She closes the dungeon door and locks it with the keys, then tucks the keys back up underneath her hoodie skirt.
And now you know how the cotton candy's made. See you around.
Have a good one.
Oh, and Mr. Quay, I can't wait for dinner.
As she flutters off, Mr. Quay says,
Such a nice young lady. Very sweet. I don't suppose you guys saw some cheese and crackers when you were down there.
Lord's
Nope, just
silent.
Cotton candy and hailstones.
Well,
I'll hand a piece of cotton candy to Isaac and say, out of curiosity, test this for poison.
of course.
he eats it. He closes his eyes and waits for death. He messaged me, can I use my hero point to give myself disadvantage to any fortitude save I might need to make? I will roll it for him. Okay. He says, something's happening. Oh, my tooth hurts. Oh, I think I have a cavity. I don't think it's poisoned.
Spiders make that.
What?
Yeah. Spiders.
Cotton candy's made out of sugar. Sugar floss. I could make you some. As an alchemist, I don't even have to pay for the ingredients.
No, that particular batch came out of a spider's butt. Well, I guess spinnerets to be technical.
That's insane. This is an insane place.
No more insane than the giant white goldfish that poops out hailstones.
Say what now?
Yeah, you missed out.
So
Giant
the
white goldfish poops out hailstones. That's what they feed
the dinosaur
Megalodon.
dinosaur just eats poop.
One man's poops, another man's treasure, I guess.
I don't think that's how the saying goes.
But it's applicable.
Let's not a long sigh. 2 times today he could have died from poison. The head chef comes up and says, "Oh, well, deputies, what do you think? Are we cleared? Can we get back to work?" So I hope Thatcher didn't do or say anything upsetting.
I'll let you know once my mind fully computes what I just saw.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, apparently there's a delivery service that comes from here to where they give the food to the animals.
Oh yeah. The field workers, they love getting the shift to deliver the food. Yeah, it's a really easy job. You get to ride around in the wagon. They sneak some food for themselves.
Now, has there been anybody who's been doing it more than normal recently, or more than anyone else?
Well, this is gonna sound weird, but we've got this really beautiful angel. Oh, I guess she's not really an angel. She's like a flying elf lady. She's been spending more time than usual riding around with the delivery wagon. She said that she hurt her wings and she needs the wagon to get around and do her duties. I asked her why she didn't just go get magical healing for her wings. She said something about how her people need to feel joy to fly or something, and she's down in the dumps. I don't know. She's very pretty though. When she talks to me, he pokes his 2 fingies together. She make my heart flutter a little bit.
Well, Captain, if you ask my opinion, that's probably where we need to look next.
Well, she's supposed to be like the information gatherer, right? So even if she doesn't know anything herself or isn't involved herself, maybe she's heard something.
It all feels like quite the wild goose chase, but as long as there's a lead, I say we follow it.
Quay says, wait, you don't think that Illyria Sunmote, the sweetest, cutest girl on the island, is somehow involved in this? That's preposterous.
I was blankly look this guy in the face, say, "The most innocent-looking little girl is the mistress of spiders."
Mistress, what now?
The terrifying little girl that keeps the spiders that make cotton candy.
Items make cotton candy? What?
You can see that this is news to Quay. Quay spends time in the kitchen, but apparently you guys got to go to a restricted area.
You two have the weirdest sense of humor.
Cotton candy spiders. Hilarious. Okay, well, the deliveries for the food for the day have already been sent out, I think. We could try to catch up with the wagon, I suppose. I can double check the routes. So maybe we could reverse the route and catch them before they return.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yes, I'm very smart.
All right, is that your guys' plan?
Somebody else make a plan. Oh, I've been traumatized for today.
I think that's
All right, then you guys mount up on your hadrosaurs and you begin to do a reverse delivery route, hoping to run into the delivery wagon. Oh, are we sort of
We're
kind of
past
at time?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
oh yeah, we're
okay.
like over.
Yes, about 11:20.
Then we will pick up next session with you guys catching up to the food delivery and this.
Spoilers, Jesus.
Well, I won't say it since you already spoiled it. Let's see. Any announcements? School is hard when you are not good at reading. The end. I don't really have any other announcements. Anybody have anything?
What's this?
But what? Oh, I mean, wait, what? What did you get here? Bro,
I
that's,
customized memes.
that's fucking good. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. What a way to end it. All right. Beautiful.
I have an announcement.
Oh.
I'm making Crash the best present of his life.
Wow. That's a tall order. I've gotten some pretty good presents in the 450 years I've been alive. So, like,
I know this one's pretty great.
Okay. All right.
And I'm making it myself.
Well, that automatically makes it in the top 10. Automatically makes it the top 10. So, I am a hoe for gifts. Like, you know when like somebody's like a coworker's like, "Hey, I'm getting a soda. You want me to get you one?" I'm like, "Well, you're my favorite coworker now." Like, okay, free soda. You need a kidney? What do you want me to do? Do I need to take a bullet for you? Holy shit, free soda in this economy, buddy, best friend. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I mean, Larry, you had an announcement earlier. I don't know if you want to announce it on,
Oh no,
during announcement. Yeah, but yeah,
wonderful
congrats on
thing.
that. Congrats
Thank
on
you.
that. Yeah. The redwood trees are beautiful. So I mean,
They are.
like kind of
great
braggy to say that you got to see them, but I didn't actually read the whole post. I just saw there were trees or whatever. So, I was like, why would he announce that he saw redwood trees? All right, whatever. All right, then we will pick this up next week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. 250th birthday of the hottest nation in the world. So it's so great. So proud to be in the United States at this time for this great event. The end. All right. Good night, everybody.
I do have to say, I find it hilarious that apparently
Trying to
China
cry
is
myself
trolling.
to sleep. Wait. No,
China-
if the streets are running, don't talk about it.
sorry,
I don't
that's
want you to go to
okay.
federal prison again.